It's the ultimate travel guide from the people who know it best. Weekends with Yankee. We venture south to the Ossipee mountain range, among the foothills of New Hampshire's White Mountains. Here we discover Castle in the Clouds, an extravagant early 20th century mountaintop estate nestled above Lake Winnipesaukee that since 1959 has been open for all to enjoy.
Right now, I'm standing in the Lakes region of New Hampshire. Behind me is Lake Winnipesaukee. Besides this spectacular view and recreational diversity, it's also an interesting slice of the Earth's history. 120 million years ago, during the Cretaceous period, the time of the dinosaurs, this all would have been hot magma. The mountains, ultimately the size of the Andes. And then about 12,000 years ago, when massive glaciers receded, it carved what you see now. And one of the jewels in this crown is the Castle in the Clouds.
Trolley 1 is coming up to the castle with 5 castle guests.
Tell us a little about where we are.
We're on the northeast side of Lake Winnipesaukee on the shoulder of the Ossipee Mountains in Moultonborough, New Hampshire. Many people know the White Mountain area of this state, and we are in the Lakes region just south of the White Mountains.
What's the origin of this place?
This is a big stone house built on top of a mountain. When it was constructed, the locals actually started calling it a castle because it was such an anomaly up here. But it was not built to be a castle, it was built to be a residence. And it wasn't until after the original owner and builder of this house had died and a couple of other families had owned it, that it was open to the public as a tourist attraction. And at that point, it was christened Castle in the Clouds. Well, it was built by Thomas Plant, who was a shoe manufacturer in Boston, wanted to retire, built his dream house. And he came to this part of New Hampshire. There was a small hotel on this site. It was for sale, and he decided to buy it. And he kept buying land and buying abandoned farms till he amassed 6,000 acres of land with a spectacular view of Lake Winnipesaukee and the mountains across. Inside, we have a skylight by Tiffany. We have original lighting fixtures by Caldwell and Company from New York, Toby Furniture, and Irving and Cass and Davenport Furniture from Boston, all again, the really finest that money could buy. And it really is an eclectic expression of the arts and crafts style.
So just for people who may not be familiar with the arts and crafts style of architecture, could you explain that?
The arts and crafts movement was a reaction to industrialization and mass-produced things that had lost the integrity and the beautiful craftsmanship of handmade. What we see here in terms of the arts and crafts movement is an integration of both architecture and decorative arts and a way of life. English windows and doors are throughout the building, and Plant had custom designed roundels in many of those spaces to depict hand-painted scenes of waterfalls on the property, wildlife on the property, flowers that grew on the property, a way to bring the outdoors inside and really integrate the house with its natural surroundings.
You walk around the grounds and you listen to guests. What are the reactions you hear about this place?
They find the scale of this really attractive. Sometimes you go into new houses and they're just so big and grand, it's a little overwhelming. But this is a modest size house of only 16 rooms, and it's very cozy. All of the rooms have amazing views, and it opens up to terraces and lawns. So everybody finds it absolutely enchanting.
Yeah, I mean, I think as beautiful a structure as this is, the views are billion-dollar views.
And that's why people come back here again and again. If it were just a historic house on a city block someplace, I don't think it would be as popular. This time of year, in the fall, the foliage is spectacular. In the spring, you can watch the leaves come out. We have beautiful gardens here at the property, so every time of year, it's pretty special.